Hello, all of you delightful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, currently as Nim the Lycanroc, and this is Hotel Architect, where we are gonna work on expanding our hotel, hopefully. Mostly depends on whether I actually have the funds to do so, though. Because building foundations is expensive. And rooms, and everything else. It's all expensive. Let's see, what is required for... The restaurant is required to have 3 stars. Okay. So I guess the restaurant's gonna go in this section. Sound good, Guru?
The restaurant going there? Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Something said, must respond, not good.
Was not paying attention. Oh god!
All I can think is on The Simpsons. Homer, why does it take you so long to answer everything I said? Just appreciating how much I love you? It's like showing that internal dialogue conversations from the outside. The long, random pauses.
That's why I can't multitask.
What are
I
you
only got
doing?
2 monitors. Well, I was trying to Google how a particular Digimon looked. And been looking for a 3D render of it so I could rotate it around and get different angles of perspective.
Oh my.
What Digimon?
Well, if the particular Digimon is Ido, I'll say he looks pretty hot.
I could second that. He's such a good boy, too.
Wag, 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 wag.
That is an interesting canine Digimon. It is very cool. It's also got like the opposable hands there. And I didn't know about those until I had to draw that one sketch. Digimon has a lot of really cool canines.
Yeah, but no official red panda yet. How dare.
Is Digimon still going? Do they keep making new stuff?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
They're literally having a game that's releasing soon.
That's fair. I don't keep up with things, unfortunately, when it comes to Digimon Pokemon.
To be honest, as
They have
much
a
as I
game, a
like
new
the
anime series. The trading card game is at its most popular it's ever been.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I know a lot of people who play a lot of the stuff. I don't know many people who watch a lot of it. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I know a lot of people do watch it.
Yeah, I was about to say, hi, I watch the anime every couple of years. Or at least the first few seasons. Stuff that is actually translated to English.
Yes.
Well, that's kind of my point, is that the later seasons didn't really get translated to English, so there's not really all that many English speakers who tend to watch them.
You'd have to watch it in subs.
No.
Not
poor
saying
thing.
none, just a lot less. But I do know its peripheral stuff is very much doing very well. Well, it's not peripheral stuff, like the games and trading card stuff are all doing incredibly well. So I can imagine that the anime would very much still be going. To be honest, IPs like that, they tend to run, and they tend to be pretty quality as long as the franchise is making money. Nothing wrong with that. It's fun.
Yeah. I feel bad that I didn't really get into it, but I didn't get really into any of those kinds of things. Pokemon was too mainstream at the time, but by the time I got into it, I was playing too much catch-up. And Digimon was kind of the alternative cool one, but never could get to watch that either. Yeah, the closest I get to it is usually those weird, like, niche one-off third-party type games that have Pokemon or Digimon-like aspects, but are...
I don't know, while the general, I guess, the general archetype of the two shows are kind of similar, honestly, they take very different tones.
Yeah.
Because, like, in Digimon, you don't really, like, capture or collect Digimon. It's just you have your Digimon PAL, and that's kind of it.
Yeah. It
That
kind of reminds...
Oh, that's really specific to the anime. In the games, it's pretty much you can have any you want.
it
fair.
depends on the game. The thing about Digimon as a whole is that all of their games, well, not all, but a lot of them are drastically different from each other. Like, they're... The main ones that I like to point out, which are admittedly very old at this point, would be the Digimon World games from the PlayStation. Digimon World 1 has you and a partner, and you basically got to make sure that you take them to a toilet when they got to... It's like having a Tamagotchi, and there's a kind of battle system. Sort of. You kind of just run into an enemy Digimon, and you can shout orders, and they might take them.
Oh, so
It's
basically like having a Pokemon without the badges.
kind of. It's really weird. And, I have no idea how, but, somehow you can evolve your Digimon into different forms and such. You gotta make sure you feed them and stuff. I know my brother at one point happened to have his Agumon digivolve into Flamemon, or not Flamemon. The one that's like human with the basically lava body.
Yeah,
Not
I
a
think there were
Kunimon.
places on the map you had to take them at certain points in their life cycle and give them certain
Paramon.
qualities of care to get different Digimon.
What was that, Ido?
Miramon?
Yes, that one. He managed to get Miramon at one point, but otherwise he and I only 9 times out of 10 we would wind up with whether we got Agumon or Gabumon to start, it would turn into Numamon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the poop one.
Yeah.
Not a good feeling. But
Understandable.
then
Normally, I think you get that one. It's actually from giving them like I think it's if you like overcare them or something. I don't know. There's a few things that actually go bad if you treat them too well, as well.
yeah, but either way, that's kind of beside the point of what I'm saying here is that
Yeah.
you got that, and then Digimon World 2 was this really neat mystery dungeon thing where you had a buggy that would you would actually be riding in, and you had to upgrade it to get past different traps and such, and customize the loadout to make sure that you're good for whatever dungeon you're going into. It was actually a lot of fun. With that one, you had 3 Digimon partners that you could make friends with. The problem there is that you could only level them up so far, and then you were forced to DNA Digivolve 2 of them together to level them up 2 more levels. We're talking about how Digimon kind of decides, you know, I'm talking about Digimon World 2 from the PlayStation. We were talking
So
about
they did the
Digimon World
walrus
1.
and the fish tank.
But there's no related story between them. There's no similar characters. I mean, aside from, Digimon, but, actual characters. You guys know what I mean by that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The cast doesn't carry over.
Yeah. And not even the theme of the world or anything carries over. And then Digimon World 3 was like completely different. From what I understand, that one was like a card battler. I never actually played it myself, but what I do know for a fact is that, again, completely different from the first 2. The only thing that stayed the same was the Digimon title.
I was half expecting you to say that the next game was like a Mario Party styled game.
Well, they did have Digimon Rumble, which was
Yeah.
Digimon's take on Smash Brothers, which was amazing.
Fair
It
enough.
was really, really good.
I had no idea about a lot of these, to be fair.
But yeah, Digimon, I personally believe that originally they were just trying to keep up with Pokemon and find their own niche to stick with, and trying to find what would, find what works without just copying Pokemon directly.
Yeah.
And
I'd
they
say
eventually,
found it now.
well, probably, yeah. But eventually they just
This
kind
is
of decided, we're just going to say that all of this is canon. Whatever you come up with for Digimon is canon.
It's kind of true that they were trying to keep up with Pokemon, but also unseen to Western audiences, there were actually a lot of Monster Collection franchises in Japan at the time.
Yeah.
It just so happens that Pokemon and Digimon are the 2 that are most well known. You can go to, for example, Persona, which is a
Shin
pretty
Megami-
beloved JRPG series. Shin Megami Tensei is a Monster
Yep.
Collection, effectively.
Yeah, I was just about to talk about that one. I was thinking
And
about
there's
that.
also
because
things like Card Captor Sakura.
And then obviously there's the obvious one that did make it to the States that was like Yugi. And then, you ended up with all of those. And those were over the top. But that one, that
You-
series,
Well,
they kind of just turned into selling the cards and using the show as a prop to sell the cards. But yeah.
The manga wasn't even about the cards to start with.
Fair enough.
Like, I'm aware of what it is now as a card collection system, but originally the manga was like, it was more about gambling and betting games and
Huh.
the millennial pieces and how they impact the people playing these betting games. So, like,
Oh.
the immediate first chapter, you have Yami Yugi just they play a game where one person puts their hand down, another person puts their hand over the first person's hand, and then there's a stack of cash on top of it. And you stab the cash with a knife, and however much is on you keep. And Yami
You
just
cut out.
You're cutting out,
Or did
and
I-
it's not just for me. So you were talking about a stack of money, and you stab it with a knife.
yeah,
With
so
your
you
hands
stab
on
it with a knife, and the amount of money that's on the knife you keep. And Yami does this and just stabs right through all of the money in both of their hands, and then just stares smugly at the other person. And that's like the first chapter of the Yu-Gi-Oh manga or something.
Seems like he did not win.
And with that, I think I'll be hopping off.
I mean, he got all the
Good
money.
night.
Rest
Yes,
well,
but-
Kushime.
Take care. Toshime.
Thanks for hanging.
No.
Yep.
I hear barking, whooping dog in the background.
Does it make you want to bark? Go on, Guru. Give a bark.
Who took the photo? Who took the photo? Who took the photo? Was it you? No. Was it you? No. I shouldn't
Ruff.
just shove people.
That's a good doggy.
Ruff. There you go. There's your barks. How could I not? Bakure was just talking about photos. We jumped right over to that. Yeah. So yeah, no, yeah, no, he did not win the betting game because the cost to
No, he won
hospitalize his
because he
hand.
got all the money and he proved a point. What are you talking about?
I thought the move was to stab only through the one guy's hand and not your own.
Oh, no, you have to stab through both.
Oh, I thought the point was that you were trying to stab as much as you could to get all the money, because whatever you stabbed through would count. So you had to stab through all the money and then only the other person's hand and not stab all the way through to yours. But he didn't care. And that was the point.
Exactly. I mean, if you were in a situation like that, and the typical move is people, maybe they'll scratch the other person's hand a little bit or something.
Mhm.
And then this one kid walks up with a demonic look on his face, and he just stabs both yours and his own hands. He doesn't even care about the money, and then walks away.
That's like someone coming to a poker table and just going all in.
I
Every
mean,
single
the
time.
notion is that the things in these Millennium puzzles literally possess their wearers and kind of don't really need to worry about mortal concerns.
Ah, okay.
So one of the early arcs, it's like, I don't know, the second arc probably. The whole storyline is in the anime. They go to this island to play in this like pseudo death game tournament. I say pseudo death game because it got sanitized a lot in the anime, and especially the Western release. But it actually kind of does turn into a death game in the manga. But they go to this island to go through this tournament to work their way up to one of the most well-known card game players, Pegasus. And Pegasus has one of the millennial items, which gives them the ability to, in the anime, see the top card of the deck or something like that. So he always knows what he's pulling, something like that. I don't know.
Isn't it he can?
It was the manga, it was reading in the person's mind to see what card they had.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
could read the minds of the other player, and he could also see the top card from his own deck.
Yeah, and at this point, the manga was actually starting to embrace the card game side, but there's a particular scene I remember because there's this friendly battle between Bakura and Yugi, and in the anime, all of Yugi's friends get turned into the cards.
Oh.
And they become the cards, and like Yugi has to win to save his friends' lives. And this is a friendly battle between 1,000-year-old demons possessing kid bodies. But in the manga, instead of it being a card battle, it's actually just straight up a tabletop game. And the Yugi's friends get captured as miniatures in the tabletop game. And both Yami Yugi and Bakura are cheating at this tabletop game by throwing the dice, letting it spin, and gently, almost imperceptibly, knocking the table to control how the dice spins to always make it land on 20.
Yeah, it's a very different show. I guess that's kind of cool. I did not know that. It's kind of too
Basically
bad.
about, like, I guess, game-obsessed demons.
It's just
Almost.
they don't want to fight with physical means, so they're fighting with a game. It makes sense. They're above regular conflict. Are they going to destroy half the planet? Yeah, just going to resolve things with a friendly wager. Makes sense.
Fighting with swords is just too bloody. Now find the cards, now that takes actual skill.
I was going to say they don't taste like conflict. That's a goddamn lie.
But it's kind of almost disappointing to find out that the show was actually way more interesting than what we got.
You mean the manga was way more
That's-
interesting?
That's not uncommon.
Well, yeah, but they completely changed the premise. It turned from this thing about this story with depth and stuff to let's sell merchandise. Whereas I always thought it was right out for the gate, let's sell merchandise and make up a bunch of stuff. Let's put everyone on motorbikes and make them drive around in circles at 100 miles an hour.
I mean, you're
Well,
aware that
cards.
Pokemon is a merchandise company that just so happens to have video game and anime IPs attached to it.
Well, Yu-Gi-Oh! Seemed more blatant about it. It was kind of like Transformers in the US.
Wasn't Transformers a merchandise company?
That's the point.
It's
It
a
was so
subsidiary
blatant.
of Hasbro.
Yeah, it was super blatant, though. That was the point. It was wave around these toys and get people to want to get them. Which is a genre all of itself, but I had no idea Yu-Gi-Oh! Was something else. And that's kind of cool.
I mean, to be fair, Yu-Gi-Oh! In its original incarnation is not what I would describe as a shonen kind of thing. So some adaptation is understandable.
Yeah. I mean, there are animes like that now, but yeah, it would have never been able to be aired back in its day.
I don't know.
No, I mean-
some early anime is pretty damn dark.
It
Yeah,
couldn't have
like
been aired in the
it's a
US.
completely Western point of view that early anime was meant for children because a lot of the earliest anime was just
Like,
Horror.
gestures at Ghost in the Shell.
yeah, I think of Gundam and the endless conflicts and the perceptions about
gestures
like, warfare.
at Evangelion.
Well, I think
Gesture.
Gundam came out before Evangelion,
Gestures at Elfin Lead.
but maybe I'm. I just remember I used to watch occasional Gundam, and I had
gestures
no
at
idea who was
Akira.
fighting or why. And that was kind of an interesting thing. Normally, it's very clear who the good guys and the bad guys are, but with Gundam, it wasn't. If you just came in out of the blue, you'd be like, okay, so who are the good guys, and why are they fighting these other guys? But
If you're into Gundam, it's kind of really funny seeing the tone shift in the shonen versions because, like, you can go from watching the lesbian space witches from Mercury Gundam series, and then go over to the shonen Gundam where they're just playing a VR game.
fair enough. Yeah, no, I used to watch that. I think that was back when things were on Toonami, back on Cartoon Network. Way back when.
In my day. Sorry.
I wouldn't call it my day. It was a day. It was a day that I existed in.
Are you certain about that? Can you
Yes, I watched the
definitively
shows.
prove it?
I'm gonna unlock
probably-
the taser.
I probably could pull up some save files on some very old hardware that has my name on it. But fair enough.
I'm just teasing.
I know. I was trying to think of a clever answer to that. I went for the gamer answer.
Oh my god,
Could've
so gay.
Mer?
But yeah, like there were a lot of Monster Collection franchises, and it's just we kind of didn't really know about many of them here in the West, except for Pokemon and Digimon.
Yeah. I remember playing this weird one about Fossil Collection on the Nintendo Wii.
Fossil fighters.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Or the other one I could think is what was it? Something ruin. Brain. I don't know.
But I kind of enjoyed it just because
Factory
it was
Room?
so...
Yes.
Factory Room?
Or Rune Factory.
Oh, I didn't know Rune Factory was a monster gatherer. Interesting.
I don't think it is.
I wouldn't really put it in that genre, no.
There was a game where you were an
It's more of a
adventurer.
waifu collector.
Oh, okay. Well, I would just call that a Harvest Moon game then. But I remember there was an old game on PS1 where you could go through like a dungeon and it was all randomly generated and that was all fancy and cool and you could do all sorts of interesting things. But one of the most memorable parts that I only ever got to the beginning of was, you could go to the rest.
Dude.
You want to say something, Zip?
Oh, I was just going to say, Carrie, Nintendo's attempts to patent a lot of this stuff, they are going to... They are not too big to fail on that with the fans. Because as soon as we start losing out on games, they're going to lose. Plain and simple.
I hope they try and we get the rubber band effect and then maybe we can bring back the Nemesis system.
That would be nice.
I don't know if they really care about losing that battle because the games are only a fraction of their income. The merch is where they make all their money anyway.
Yeah, that's dependent on
Well,
goodwill, though.
there's more to it. I don't know. I don't understand all of the details, but I do know that there is more to it than just the games and them trying to protect the games. I just don't know all of the details there.
I will say it does seem like Power World made them actually consider improving based on some of the recent trailers. So
Oh, yeah.
there is that.
Competition. It's actually good for the market. Who knew?
The main wonder I have is how far they're going to go with the patent, because I read through the patent, and if you get technical with it, the way it's defined, that could even be pushing up against MiHoYo. Because like
Against what?
Genshin Impact is effectively using those mechanisms.
Oh, there's a lot of games in the past that have already
I-
used those mechanisms.
Honestly,
Well, yes, but MiHoYo is huge.
what I am expecting is that they are going to keep pushing this, trying to take down a small fry, and in turn wind up stepping on the coattails of somebody else as big as them. And then somebody else, and that's a bigger, that bigger fish is going to bite them back.
Or it could be the entire pond. A bunch of
that-
medium-sized companies.
That's what I'm kind of expecting, is that they are primarily going to wind up in a situation where class action lawsuits are being taken. Sure, they have protections in Japan, because like Japan's law system works differently than here in the US, as far as copyright and patents and all of that. So they may be protected in Japan, I don't know. But here in the US, these things are going to backfire. It cannot work out.
It gets funky with international law, but I will say, rest in peace, Animo. You almost had it.
What happened with them?
They are not surviving that lawsuit.
Wait,
I'm not
Pokemon's
familiar.
suing them now?
Or sorry, they're not surviving that patent.
Oh.
If they get even a fraction of what Power World got and Nintendo notices, Animo's dead in the water.
Unless all the companies kind of band together. But yeah, like even Monster Quest had not Monster Quest, Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest had a Pokemon like mechanic system in one of their games.
Dragon
Game
Quest
Boy.
monsters.
Yeah.
Dragon
So-
Quest is funny because Dragon Quest is so popular in Japan that like when Dragon Quest releases, employers just expect people to not come into work.
That's fun.
And
Dude,
it's just not popular here.
I would give so much for a Dragon Quest Builders 3. I know it's a side game, but I loved the second one. I never played the first one, but I heard that it was really rough. But then they learned from the roughness of the first one and made it much better in the second. And it was really enjoyable. I want more.
I really wanted to get into that game. But it felt like a Minecraft-y thing.
It is, but it has objectives, it has goals, it's got a story. It's actually one of the best Minecraft-like things that I have seen.
I might have to give it another look then.
There are, like, it does fall flat in the realm of replayability. But for the first playthrough, it's fantastic.
Oh, that's fair. And you see, that's kind of surprising for a game like a Minecraft-like. Normally those excel in replayability. Kind of why Minecraft sucks.
One of the problems is that, like, its end game is decent-ish. I know a lot of people really enjoyed the end game and continuing on with that. I personally got kind of bored. You know, when I say end game, I mean like when the game is over.
Fair enough.
After you've beaten the game, the carry on kind of thing. There's people that have built some really damn impressive things there.
Oh yeah, you probably just
But-
get like 1% of the Minecraft builders to play it, and yeah.
Yeah, but the story is so worth it. The experience as a whole is very much do it, play it. You're gonna enjoy
that's
it.
the one. That's the one where you start on a ship, and they're like, oh, you're not a hero, so we're not gonna attack you because you're nobody. You're just a builder.
Not quite that, but close enough.
I think I played the demo of it, and that's how the demo started.
Well, it's more that they are... You're... I don't know if I should spoil it, actually.
Fair enough.
I don't think you should. Gary was very good at fishing for spoilers by
I'm not
asking
even trying
questions.
to. I thought it was the
He
beginning.
doesn't
Never
try to
mind.
do it. He just does it. It's
Well-
hilarious.
When I'm saying that,
Yeah,
I'm referring to, like... It's one of those things where it's literally the beginning of the game. However, I don't know if I want to spoil even that.
Okay.
Because I'm usually okay with, it's the beginning of the game. You're going to see it in the first, 5-10 minutes. But...
I was just making sure that was the right game and it wasn't the first one.
yeah, that is, I will say you do start on a ship, yes.
Hundreds of Beavers is a monster collection game.
So when are we going to drag Ido in to share that with him? And
I
Guru
should do
hasn't
that. I
seen it
recommend
either.
it.
I did already tell him to have a date night with humans and just a nice little Netflix and chill session of Hundreds of Beavers. And he doesn't know how to take this.
And we'd also got to get Guru and Kuroy to watch it.
Okay. Should I be scared?
100% yes.
Okay. At least I am prepared to be scared.
But also, it's amazing.
Well, that sounds interesting, doesn't it, Kure?
I don't know. It sounds like lots of beavers. All I can think is my head is two beavers are better than one. They're twice the fun for everyone.
I just thought of Timberborn. But I love how you just are a pop culture repository, Kure.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be. It's fun. Means I don't have to know the pop culture because you'll just say it, and then I'll be like, "Oh, that's a nifty jingle."
There you go. I put some quotes in the chat to get you in the mood for Hundreds of Beavers.
Ah, yes, all of those.
We watch and search a whole bunch of silly things, and then Raijin just goes, "I know that. That's the 2020 S&P 500 crash graph." Gib gab. I'd watch this movie. That's all I'm saying. And that's all I'm saying in regards to Hundreds of Beavers.
I love that cutoff. As he reads
And
it
that's all
all
I'm
in
saying.
up front, it was like, oh, nope, never mind.
That is things we do not say on stream.
Well, it's there if people want to read it, because it does show up, but... If I were going to Netflix and chill, I'd start with Zootopia, Zeta. This is what you watch to get you in the mood to Netflix and chill. Gib Gab in regards to Hundreds of Beavers. It animated something alright. I don't know what it animated, but it animated something in my life in regards to Hundreds of Beavers. And then there was another quote. Apparently Gib Gab liked it.
Gib Gab loved that movie. So
Oh,
did
you'll read out
Rex.
all the other ones, but you won't read that one out?
It was an adaptive process. I didn't read out all the other ones. I read all of the first one. I read part of the second one, and then all of the third. But by then my systems were alert, and I was like, oh, I should scan these before reading them. I'm on stream.
Yes, and Rex comes in this voice chat occasionally.
I am glad that you have more of a filter than Rex does, Guru.
Oh,
That's that's all I'm gonna say on that.
don't you feel better, Kuroi?
Oh, why?
You're
What
always
did I
worried
do
about
now?
yourself. Nothing. Everyone was thinking about Rex as the person, so I was like, yay.
Oh, okay.
I thought you'd be happy.
I'm not unhappy.
The Kuroi is cute.
Wow.
The good kitty. And now I know that Blue Bat is a Noibat. I did not know that.
No.
I thought it was another kind of blue-colored bat, but then I saw a picture. I was like, oh, okay. It's that one. The other one has such a bad name in this group.
What do you mean?
I think he's referring to the cave herpes.
I'm sure there's a
This is
story
Zoo
about that.
Bats.
Hi, Fetch. Thank you for that tip. You have fallen for Geeman's trap. But thank you so much for that support. It's so hugely appreciated. I am actually in rather dire need for help if you guys can help. Of course, don't, hurt yourself or me, but yeah. Please consider helping.
Alas, I still have yet to get my paycheck 3 weeks in. 4 weeks in, actually.
Yeah, I told him.
Bureaucracy. Gotta love it.
There's a time for staying silent, and then there's a time to go, where's my freaking money?
E-
I'm aware. I will bring it up eventually when it is clear that there is an actual problem.
The problem is you've been working for 4... The problem is already here. It's already clear. You've been working for 4 weeks and haven't been paid.
But there's another employee who had the same situation.
So?
And they asked me.
That means neither of you have been paid. That's worse.
The difference is my situation, I can actually coast off of the money that I had stockpiled. But I need to start making money so I can start paying future debts.
Guru,
So
You're
I'm
still working. You should
Guru.
get paid.
please
We'll get paid.
contact HR tomorrow.
I'll just talk to the department chair.
No, it's HR that you talk to. HR is in charge of payroll. Please.
Fine. Thank you, though, Zim. I will take care of it. Everyone's freaking out. It's like, it's okay.
Because this
usually
is...
when you haven't been paid for a month, that's a pretty big deal.
Guru, this
Usually,
is
most
corporate...
people's...
Not... Always!
Mm-hmm.
This is corporate America. They will get... If they can get out of not paying... If they can get out of paying you, they will do so. If you're going to sit there and be quiet... They can if you're going to sit there and be quiet and never do anything about it.
Oh, they'll have to pay me. They'll just pay me late, and they'd love to do that. But no, that would be the worst
Yeah,
case.
I mean, they're not going to not pay unless they're a
Exactly.
stupid small company, because that's a
Right,
lawsuit.
a lawsuit! Exactly! I'm not worried. I would just humbly ask for it, and if that didn't get resolved, then I would have it documented.
If you insist.
It really depends on what their pay structure is and how it goes. If Guru started at the beginning of a pay cycle and they pay twice a month, not bi-weekly, but specifically twice a month, then 4 weeks is absolutely kind of understandable.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's 2 times a month, but yeah, and it's like a...
Is it specifically 2 times a month or specifically bi-weekly?
I will confirm that when I go in tomorrow, but I do recall there was a little bit of a delay last year as well. But I have a complete faith that they will pay me, because if they don't pay me, that would be a problem. And they don't want the problem, because they've entered a contract with me, so...
Well, again...
They want me.
They're not going to have to worry about a problem if you're not going to make any problem.
Well, they will a couple months in, where my actions would be irreplaceable, so it would cause them a much more strenuous...
So you're going to wait a couple months before you ask for your money? That is kind of weird.
I don't think I'll wait a couple of months, but I will probably wait till the end of this week before I'm, like, actually upset or concerned about it.
I mean, it is worth noting, at the very least, even if you're not going to go in and say, where's my money, which you wouldn't say it like that anyway.
Okay,
At the
good.
very least, there's nothing wrong with after being there a month, going in and just saying, hey, so I'm just kind of curious about how my pay structure works.
That's kind of why I was going to ask the department chair, who's the one who hired me. In a very
Because, like,
quiet
so
way. So when's
if it were bi-weekly, then he should have expected his paycheck at the latest at the end of the 3rd week, plus a couple of extra days for
The overlay.
processing and bureaucracy, which is completely fair. However, if it's bi-monthly and they pay, for example, specifically on the 1st and 14th, which some companies do this. This is very weird, but some companies do stuff like this. And he started on the 15th, or whatever the start of the pay cycle was, then he could have accidentally put himself in a position where it would have taken a whole 3 weeks before the pay cycle was finished, plus an extra week for processing. So it is an entirely valid thing that 4 weeks could be normal.
I still think, though, at this stage, it is definitely very much worth going in and just inquiring about your pay structure, especially if you don't know for sure.
I will. That's why I said I was going to politely ask them my department. But yeah. No big deal.
I'd recommend, instead of politely asking, channel your inner Gib-Gab.
So, bring up a bunch of random trivia? Or talk a lot about how you meant something but didn't actually mean it?
Huh?
I don't know, like, I could do that. I mean, I was going to ask about the pay, but I didn't mean it that way. What I meant was, and then go on for like...
Oh, you mean go on a big rant?
No, the pay is good. That's not what I was saying. At all. No. I could never channel Gib-Gab. I don't know that well you have to spend hours around someone just nonstop trying to pick up their capabilities. That's how it works. I read the Scar book. You have to sit there, and then you can use them personally.
Pets the Garou.
Why did they build that floor in a perfect checkerboard?
I do not know.
I thought maybe you had made the floor checkerboard and they only had the materials for one type or something, like what they do in RimWorld.
No.
Same one the others. They just did it that way.
Guess it's just how the games program would do it. It was just funny. But yeah, no, I'm not... well, yeah, I'm sure everything will be fine.
Yeah, it will. When you go in and ask them, bitch, where's my money?
And then when you see someone walk into another room, you gotta follow after them, snapping your fingers, saying, hey, you know they got your money.
I hope you don't address. I hope you don't address your letters to Twitch like that.
I mean, I kind of do. I don't know why, but I feel like to be hilarious.
Has Twitch given you anything, Kurai?
I haven't been given anything to be given by Twitch.
Okay. I thought you were saying you addressed letters to Twitch that way. I was like, oh no. This explains a lot.
I mean, to be fair, when Twitch was doing that thingy where they screwed up my account, I think some of my emails did sound a little bit like that.
So everyone, I got my Twitch account banned. We're going to be doing YouTube videos from here on out.
Alright, our restaurant is officially open.
Yeah, I'm glad I picked that spot. That was a good spot.
Oh, I'm getting tired.
See, we could go eat there, Ku, right? There's actually places to walk and find your seat. You don't have to, like, shuffle sideways to go in and eat.
Is there a place to sleep?
Well, yes, this is a hotel. Here's Here are beds.
Can I go to sleep while you go eat? Because I won't sleep.
Okay, if you want to sleep, you can sleep. Oh my god, I just realized that GibGab's status on Discord is watch hundreds of beavers.
Oh,
Earlier, I sent him a message, and all the message had was hundreds of beaver emoji.
is this like an old black and white movie?
It is black and white, yes. Do not look into it too much because it's one of those that you have to experience, so do not spoil yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, stop fishing for spoilers.
I did quickly Google just to see what the movie was. I didn't look at anything other than.
But I will say it came out like 3 years ago.
Okay, so it is not like a black and white 50s film. Good to know.
No, it's a black and white 20s film.
Yes, but now that changes my expectations. It makes it much more high concept, abstract, potentially.
I'm just
considering the
expecting nothing to go in because I feel that if I start setting pre-expectations, then I'm going to ruin it for myself.
Okay, then I'm gonna stop talking about it, Kurai, because I don't want to ruin it for you.
Will you all please stop walking into the clearly unfinished closed room and complaining that it is an unfinished room?
I mean, it does have glass windows.
It's like, remember when I moved that slide, Garu?
Well, to be fair, there's at least doors that you could put a sign on in here. Whereas what you did with your pool, Kurai, is you put this really, really cool looking inflatable like slide with water running down the side of it, off pointing towards the pool, but not directly at the pool. So people see this big inflatable pointed kind of directly at the pool, but not perfectly. And they go, oh, this park must have released this giant inflatable toy slide for this pool. So I'm pretty sure that I can trust this company, and that if this slide's here, I can use it. So they climb up on the slide, and they slide down the slide.
Yes,
And
but
then
when they see the first person's injured, why did the second, then the third, then the fourth, then the...
So, Ido, when's your next date with Demon?
I unfortunately work Saturday, so it'll probably be the Saturday after that.
Well, you've definitely wallpapered that floor.
Tiled it, thank you very much.
Yep. Yes, tiled
What kind
it.
of cheapskate puts wallpapers on a floor?
It looks like you're ready to play Qbert on it.
That's right up there with unseat belted my pants.
Never change, Garu, please.
Oh, Kurai. What a thing to ask me.
Yeah, he's undergoing cellular decay right this moment.
I feel bad I didn't quite catch that.
He was making an entropy joke. He'd have
Oh.
probably thought it was funny. He said something
Probably.
about me undergoing cellular decay. As in, like, everything in the world is in a constant state of change, or, in that case, entropy. But in that case,
That
it's
is
all
true.
going in a predictable pattern. So I wouldn't exactly call it change. It's just progressing. No, I was talking just more on the topical level. You're asking someone who loves TF to never change.
So it's a lotion you apply to your skin.
Does it get the hose again?
What did I say that promoted the Silence of the Lambs talk?
I don't know. But
I don't know either. I was like, I know the reference, but I don't know where the context is.
You said
Reference
topical.
detected. Ah. Reference detected. Context not found. But yes, no, I get it. Tangential.
You'd get it if you watched hundreds of beavers. Actually, you two just like go off on a date and go watch hundreds of beavers right now.
Look, Kurai wants to go to bed right now.
I think if I'm gonna go off right now, I'm probably gonna drag Garu away, give him a hug for a bit, and then go to bed.
Yeah. The movie's probably got more than an hour length and kinda have to be places in the morning, both of us. Otherwise, probably would consider that. Thank you for the
Next time we get a date night, we can watch that one though. Whenever that may be.
I feel like we're being marketed to. Like this is either some sort of like trick or something.
You know what
We're gonna watch
I'm
it. And
imagining.
it's gonna...
You know what I'm imagining it is. You know what I'm imagining. I'm imagining it's like the sloth SCP. It's like we're gonna be exposed to like a cognito hazard.
Yes, he felt it too. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was that vibe. It was a mix of like maybe you just lost.
But to be honest, I thought the same thing around people who talked about Doctor Who before I watched it, and I felt the same thing about people who watched Everything Everywhere All at Once before. Okay, maybe they are kind of SCP films. Maybe they are kind of cognito hazards.
Oh, the Doctor was in Star Trek.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen the crossover yet. Apparently, I keep seeing articles. One will be like, "Yeah, it's awesome," and another will be like, "It reeks of desperation." I'm like, I don't know.
Huh. Bridging the franchises and the countries.
To be honest, not surprised because Doctor Who was dropping hints at doing a Star Trek crossover for ages.
So, all I know is, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I should spoil it for you or not. Maybe there's more to it
No,
because they sound all hyped.
You shouldn't.
Okay.
I'll probably just look at it on YouTube at some time when I get a moment to do so.
Okay, it'll be cool.
Anyway, I'm gonna jump off. I'm going to drag Garu with me. I'm gonna say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Have
So
fun.
long, farewell. Avita, say good night.
Thought he was gonna say thanks for all the fish. All right, take care.
Bye.
Idle Fluffy.
And
That I
cute.
am. They're cuter for folks than I am.
Well, yes, but you can't just compare everything in life to me. That's unfair.
Okay, push his game in front of me.
Is this a threat?
No.
I hope you understand I'd piss Demon too.
No, I'm holding him up as an example. Oh.
Apparently I am just not going to get a good, bartender here. But I can send the, construction workers home at least. Now that we are at negative $28,000, you know. And only 5 bedrooms. I might not have thought this out all the way. Yay! 3 stars! Pat the Fluffy.
We're
Oh, I can't reach. I was going
Yeah,
to
Ido
pat
is
the
so
Fluffy.
big, it's hard to pet all over him.
Yeah, yeah. Why are you all coming in here? It is closed. They're coming in here and going, surprised Pikachu face? Yes, it is closed. Alright. Sure, we'll take you. Okay, sure. Alright, the bar is open. Enjoy. Yes, give me more money. We gotta get out of debt. We might be in really bad debt. Alright, so we got 7,000 income right now, which is great. So now I just gotta sit back and wait. Pat the Fluffy.
yeah, we're pets.
Who's a good boy?
I am.
Yes, you are. Pat, 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 pat.
We're
Yeah, we just gotta get this debt worked off here so we can expand more. Because we need more bedrooms next. I know the whole point is we are in Vegas and supposed to be having a casino, but I think we need more bedrooms first. Where is this shrimp cocktail thing? Said I unlocked it, but I don't know where or what it is. Is it in the kitchen? Or restaurant? Whatever. Alright, we did at least get the hamburger. Yeah, the problem is, the problem with this game, with the restaurant and such, is that there's really only one combination that actually matters to actually make all your guests happy. Aside from that, there's no point. Serve a shrimp cocktail to a sunbather guest. Well, where is the shrimp cocktail? Where do I serve this? It looks like it is a drink. But I don't know how to serve that. Because it's not available in the bar. Oh wait, there it is. Derp. There, everybody's happy now. And we actually are serving the shrimp cocktail. I was apparently just blind. Raijin is a good wa. And so sweet and wonderful and caring and mwah.
What?
I was saying you were good wa. Oh, yeah, I served a shrimp cocktail to a sunbather guest. Hooray!
Was that a specific achievement by the game?
Yeah. You got these to-do list, the to-do list for the, each of the missions. My other ones are to earn 15,000 through slot machines, earn 50,000 from my casino games, and reach a hotel value of at least 1.5 mil. And then you also have additional ones that you can do for various extra stuff. And you gotta put out all sorts of other things as well. Like entertainment items. And refreshments throughout the hotel. And sure, we'll put the jukebox there. Just a tanning bed down there at the end of the hall, cause why not? At this point, the only entertainment item that I do not have more than one of is or the only one that I don't have at least one of, rather, is the surfing, the surf simulator or whatever. Actually, I'm gonna delete that zone, actually. there. This can get moved over there. That can go there. Postcard stand. We'll move this trash bin over here. I guess this one can go over here. Boxing machine, go down this hall. This can go down that hall. And then we need to add postcard stand right here. There we go. We're good. And... oh, cool. Let's go ahead and put in some more decoratives. I don't think I'm going to put in the thing that costs $75,000. Or the $250,000 one. But we could put in the Liberty miniature. Or Eiffel Tower miniature. Which one should I put in, Ido?
Eiffel Tower.
Wow.
So
Lewd.
you put in the Eiffel Tower, and then we set up Ido next to it, so it looks like he's leaning up against it.
I think he's already big enough.
You're right. He might have to be like a mile or two away from the Eiffel Tower, and you just take a picture so it looks like the Eiffel Tower is against Ido.
I can get behind this idea. I'm gonna go ahead and put some decorative art in all the bedrooms that I currently have. Yeah, nice little plant right there. Painting there. Those can go there. Okay, let's do that so I can actually see where the hell I'm putting all this stuff. Yes, I am, Blue Bat. I am decorating the place. Well, I wish it were with their stuff, but you know. Still, we'll just imagine that it is Ido and Raijan's art that's we're putting up. Far better than the stuff that they've got in here. Personal opinion, anyways. Though I suppose, to be fair, the stuff they've got in here kind of does match the whole vibe of a hotel. Hello, cutie. Hey there, Eric. How you doing? How you doing, Cosmo? Alright, so it looks like the main thing holding me back is just the tier of equipment that I've got available. Well, and also my staff experience, but I can't do much about that.
Tanka Credu.
Asis? Hahabadui.
I'm doing alright. Just, you know, chilling and enjoying a fun game.
Oop. Oh, we lost Rage.
Aw. I really need to get more money. One thing I really don't like about this game is that you're not paying off your loans over time. They're just kind of constantly there. Apparently you only pay the interest. You don't actually pay anything on the actual debt itself until you just pay it off. Which I don't know many banks that let you just do that.
Hmm.
I don't know, it's a weird thing to me that they've got it set up that way. Alright, so... Uh-oh. Something broke entirely on me. Le gasp. This is definitely a weird location for the elevator. But I kind of like it.
It is. Well, if folks aren't complaining about placement, then I guess why fix it?
Exactly. But then again, they don't really complain about any placement, period. So, you know, whatever. I think the next thing we should do is work on upgrading our furniture. There we go. No, wake up. I want to upgrade your stuff. And that bathroom, or that shower decided to place weird. And there we go. Everything's fully upgraded. Just in time for the critic to leave. Oh, fudge. Oh, well. Oh, right, I only have one maintenance guy. I should really fix that. And also get another... chef.
Oh, welcome back, Rajan.
Ba.
Nah, bop, bop, bop.
Well, I think I'm gonna hop on a voice repair for a bit now. I hope y'all have a good one.
Sleep well.
Bye, puppy.
Good
He has
night.
to go circle his bed a couple of times before he lays down.
Oh, thank you. This was you all. And good night.
Oh crap,
I really am a big. Oh,
we're at negative 32,000. Did not realize that. Slight problem. You were saying?
I really am a fan of mobile Discord's new feature where it just disconnects you randomly without letting you know.
Ugh. Discord has been finicky. We'll put it that way. I know anytime I try to screen share with Discord, it takes literally a solid minute before it will actually pop up. Alright, now we really gotta just sit here and wait. I think I might do this off stream. Just kind of let it run for a while off stream. And accrue some money so we can actually just get to work. Because, yeah, right now, I can't do much of anything. Except for watch. But we're in the positives, so that's a good thing. It'll just keep growing. Oh, we're in the positives on income anyways. So I became a millionaire off camera? Oh, wait. Maybe it won't. Eee. Okay, now it's plus 10. It went from negative minus 3,000 to plus 10,000. Okay, whatever. But anyways, I think that's where we're going to go ahead and call it for this evening, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us today for Hotel Architect. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, grabbing packs of cards through stream loots, picking up merch over at zgfgaming.store, or commissioning one of the artists that I manage for. Their details are at zgf.art. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.